Hey everybody, welcome to T&K Visser Farms. Today we are probing green bins. So let's see here. So this is wheat. It's not mine. This is my grandfather's wheat. Oh, this is kind of difficult to do on here. So you just take a sample, or take the probe, stick it in the ground, and then dump it in the bag. And then what we have is a nice little bag of wheat that I or Grandpa or whoever will run to Manolman, or you want to, wherever he chooses to go, and they will sample it and tell him what is in it or what it is. So with wheat, the main thing they're looking for is test weight and moisture, dockage. Usually it seems like we come out about 1%, 1 to 2% dockage, and that's what the elevator takes for like stems, hulls that ended up in the bin. So yeah, this is the last bin that I have to do. I did 2 other bins. This is the east dryer bin. So yeah, that's what we've been up to. Spring is coming. Getting ready to seed some wheat, hopefully. So yeah, follow along. So I'm just crawling out of the bin here with my bag of wheat. Look at that view. It's kind of windy out today. And by kind I mean very. Not as bad as it was, but it's windy. But, oh my goodness, this gets harder. I'm only 25 years old, but it seems like when I was younger, it was easier to crawl in and out of these ladders. But now not so much. So I'm just gonna get down from here and continue on. There's the other 2 bins that I did. Those 2 are 15,000 bushel bins. This one I believe is a 12,000 bushel bin, but this one has a full air floor and a full air floor, a spreader, and what we call a stirrator. So we like to use these 2. We have 2 of these bins. We like to use them for soybeans because sometimes you put beans in the bin and it's a little bit wetter than you'd like, so we can put the air on them. We can turn on the stirrators. The stirrators is an arm with 4 or 5 little augers on it that just works its way around the bin slowly. And what they do is they bring the grain on the bottom to the surface, so it mixes everything up really nice and gets everything kind of evened out. So when the fans are on, it'll dry down a lot more even, and you come out with a better quality grain than what you put in. So like I said, these aren't my bins. These are my grandpa's bins, and these 3 bins I'm sampling are his wheat. I don't know. Oh, this bin is from 2019. Those 2 bins, I have no idea. But so we're just gonna continue on with the day here. So what we do is we take a Sharpie and mark down, like, so this is the, oh man, this is difficult. This is difficult one-handed. Oh my. This is the east dryer. So then when Grandpa brings them in, he knows what's what, and they know what's what, and they can tell what's in each bin. Because I think each bin is from a different crop year. So like I said, this 12,000 bushel bin, I know that one is from 2019. The other two, I'm not sure. He has it all written down, but I have no clue where they're from, what year they're from. So we're just gonna bounce on over into the yard here and take a little walk around. Spring is on its way. We had some really nice, like high 30s, low 40s weather, and we were able to get a lot of yard work done around home. So in regards to like getting ready to seed, I have a lot to do, but I don't have a lot to do. Let's get the shop opened up here. It's not as windy, but it's plenty windy. I picked that up. That is a 15-gallon induction cone. I picked it up off of Craigslist for a price I just couldn't refuse. So in terms of getting ready for spring, we don't have all that much to get ready. We keep the press drills down at a different shed. We keep them down in what we call the Becker shed. And we'll pick a day, or I'll pick a day, and we'll go down there and get those hooked up to the 8300 and bring them back here. I know there's one unit on that drill that I kind of slapped together last year just to get going. But I know that unit needs to be replaced. It's got some bad bearings in it. What are you? I'm not sure. I have no idea where that came from. So the biggest thing I have to get ready is the sprayer. So I bought my Rogator 854 in end of October or November. And it had, now I looked up the nozzles that it has on it, and the nozzles are wrong for everything that I wanted. So I got a whole, I guess I don't need that as bad as I thought I did. Got some gloves. And I got a whole lot of nozzles, 55 nozzles for that spray. I think it has 52 on it. And 5 extra nozzle bodies just in case. Break those. And screens. 50 mesh. Size 50, I think. I don't know. So I have what I've got to do is I've got to take all the nozzles off and put these on here. So these are a T-Jet nozzle. I think all the nozzles I ordered were T-Jet. An 11004. And I believe, I'll have to look. I have it written down at home. So I have to have one nozzle for wheat and one nozzle for soybeans. Oh, come on. So what these nozzles do is they regulate the flow, or they don't, yeah, they direct the flow of chemical. So they direct the flow of chemical to the crop. For the soybeans, I'm gonna do 15 gallons per acre of water. And for the wheat, I'm doing 10 gallons per acre of water. And I have yet to order the third set of nozzles, which will be my fungicide nozzles. But I'm not too worried about that yet. And at $500 a time to order nozzles, I think I'll wait. So yeah, this sprayer has these triple nozzle bodies on it. Oh, a little bit of water. A little bit of water in that, not a big deal. That one's a little gummed up. I might have to just replace that one. So it has these triple nozzle bodies on it, and it's as simple as that. You pull the nozzle off, and to put it back on, it should be simple. Yeah, it just pops right on. So when I do my first round of wheat herbicide, I'll swap those out to my wheat nozzles and spray. Then when I'm done with that, I'll rinse the sprayer out, do some kind of chemical neutralizer, and switch everything over to the soybean spray. And we'll see how all that goes. I've never sprayed before. Oh, this one's missing a nozzle. Look at that. I've never sprayed before, so I don't know what I'm getting myself into. The sprayer needs, make sure there's no mice in my battery box. The sprayer needs the most work out of everything. This is hard to do holding a phone. Doesn't look like I've had any mice in here. So that is fantastic. So yeah. This needs the most work out of anything on the farm, honestly. And I have no clue. Yeah, it smells like a mouse has been in here. I don't know. So, there's my section control. We'll see how it all works. You're learning just as much as I am. Let's see if the seat has the vibrating mouse function. Kind of nervous about that. So this is my rate controller. This is a Raven it's a 460. I did not realize that. So it's a Raven 460, and everyone told me it didn't have section control, but evidently it does. So the Raven 460 must not have the built-in section control. I've been learning how to use the wrong rate controller for the last 2 months. That's okay, I haven't done that much. So, yeah, this will be fun. This will be lots of fun. Yeah, it does have the regular cam steering wheel. So I might have gone over this already in a video, but this is a Egg Chem Rogator 854. It's got a 850 gallon stainless steel tank, which is what I wanted. It has 5-section control. Yeah. I did a video introducing this already. I have no idea what that is. This is gonna be a fun learning year. So yeah. I keep forgetting I need to keep these videos somewhat, or these clips somewhat short, so my paid editor doesn't get mad at me. So yeah, this is gonna be a big learning year. So yeah, not a whole lot to get ready. I did see here, I also know in an earlier video I said something along the lines of, oh, my baler has a flat tire. Let's go check that out. Let's speed this up a little bit maybe. I made it. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think if we put a little air in it, she'll be fine, right? I think so. I really do. That's fun. I'll have to take that off. So, yeah. This is my New Holland 688. I bought this up in Boston, January of 21, I do believe. Got a steal of a deal on it. Other than I had one belt, and that was my fault. I had one belt twist on me while I was baling the third cutting last year, and it scared the crap out of me. But it turned, we dropped the bale out that was in there, turned it on, and the belt went back to normal. So this is the 8760. This is my baby. Oh, I can't get over that way. As far as getting that ready, she is ready. I dropped it off at, I should probably make sure there's not a raccoon living in that baler. Interesting. I should probably make sure there's nothing living in my baler. I don't see anything, but that's good. So I dropped this off at John Deere last November, I believe. No, maybe it was early December. I dropped it off at John Deere in Mahnomen, and I had them run an inspection on it. Just make sure that everything was in good working order and nothing was seriously wrong with it, and ran it through. They fixed a rear seal here in front of the drive shaft. So they fixed this seal right here. They replaced this sight glass because this sight glass was leaking really bad. They replaced this hydraulic hose that was in pretty rough shape. I was gonna do it myself, but figured since it was there and it would take them 5 minutes to do it, let them do it. I believe they took all of the vents off of the front differential, the rear differential, transmission, everything, and blew those out. I had another co-op come out. I should make sure if it's holding here. Oh yeah, this tire was flat, very flat. So I had West Central come out and they put a new tube in it. I put LED lights in it. Put LED lights around the whole thing. I am so excited about that. And another exciting video that'll be coming up here. I bought an egg leader auto steer system for it from a buddy that sells this stuff. So I am just stoked, really excited to get this tractor out in the field, get it working, get it pulling, use it. I probably had the biggest grin on my face when I drove it to Deere and back home, just because I got to drive it. And we loved it so much that it was in our Christmas card picture. So yeah, so in terms of getting everything ready, that tractor's field ready. I need to get, my field cultivator should be field ready, but I'm not sure. I might use Grandpa's field cultivator and just leave, because that one's a 44.5 foot, and mine can't pull a 44.5 foot cultivator. So I might use his and leave the wings folded up. The trifold. It's a 5-folding cultivator, 2210, I believe. But it's got narrower shovels. It's got narrower shovels and a 4x drive. So, and it's got a rear hitch on it. And I would like to use possibly the crumbler. So yeah, I'm just gonna go drop these off. So I want the narrower shovels, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. I want the 4-bar drag. So I'm gonna go drop these wheat samples off at the house, and I will be back with you. Okay, so let's see if I can pick a spot to sink down in some mud. Maybe it's dry. Maybe it's time to plant. I didn't know I had a gravel pit in my ditch. I can't walk in there. I tried. So this is my wheat stubble from last year. And it was so dry that we worked it deep and hard once and decided that was enough. I spread fertilizer out there and worked it once and figured that was probably enough. It was so dry that I didn't want to have no cover leading into the next year. And and it was also so dry that I didn't think if I threw some kind of cover crop out there it would grow. So it happens. We did what we did, but I want to use Grandpa's field cultivator for that because it's got 6-inch shovels on it. Mine, don't quote me on it, but I believe it's got 7 or 8-inch shovels on it. And we tried it out here last fall. Given everything was green when I tried it, so it didn't want to go through the shovels, and it didn't want to go through the drag. Oof, it's dusty. Oh, I might be able to get in here though. Okay, yeah. And it's not as bad on this side. Okay, it's really windy out here. This is what we're working with. Stringy wheat stubble. So normally that wouldn't be a problem. We would have worked it, or I would have worked it twice if I could have. It is what it is. I won't complain. It didn't blow all winter. It collected snow. Did a great job of collecting snow. I'm gonna look into doing some kind of cover crop. Maybe. We'll see what kind of year we have. But I'm not saying that I want to go full on no-till or anything, or conservation mode, but I would like to do a cover crop so that it keeps everything kind of together, keeps it from blowing away, and depending on what kind of quality it brings to the soil, what kind of perk it brings to the soil, I would love to do some cover cropping. You know, come out here, spread fertilizer, throw a cover crop out, happy. So looking into that, but we'll go through this spring and go through the year and see how everything comes out. So yeah, so we're not up to a whole lot. We're just kind of floating along. I think I've had training for my job for the last few weeks, so I haven't been able to, or I haven't gone out to the farm to do much of anything. I need to get the Louisville fixed. What else do I need to do? I need to get the sprayer started and out. It's too cold. As soon as I can, I want to put some water in the tank and see if I can even figure out how to make water come out of the boom. But we'll see. We'll see. So I'm really excited about spring. We have some big things coming. I think Kayla wants to bring her goats and horses into the channel. So that'll be fun. Hopefully I think we have 5 females. So hopefully some of them are bred, and hopefully we'll see some kids here soon. I think April. She'll correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. So that'll be fun. That'll be really fun. We're gonna get the egg leader system installed. We'll get the egg leader system installed. Get the drills home. Get the drills ready, and then we have to dig the seed tender out yet. But that one shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it's any more than 6 years old. Again, not mine, it's my grandpa's. And get the 8760 hooked up to some kind of field cultivator. And then we'll be planting before you know it. I do wheat and soybeans, so we're gonna start with wheat, and hopefully if I can get it planted by mid to end of April, that would make me tremendously happy. Oh look, deer. Sorry, that was a squirrel moment. And that would make me tremendously happy to be in by the end of April, because it seems like when you plant wheat any later than that, it doesn't do so hot unless you have a really good year. Like I believe 2019, I was looking back at pictures to see when I planted in the past, just to get a gauge of maybe what this year's gonna be like. And in 2019 we had such a late spring. The snow didn't melt until the end of April, and then the ground finally thawed out, and I was planting wheat mid-May, and that wheat did, if you don't take the quality as a consideration, that wheat did 45 bushels an acre. So that wasn't good. That was not a good, wasn't a good year, it wasn't a fun year, but it is what it is. That was 3 years ago now. But yeah, and then we'll move on to soybeans. I'm trying something different this year. The last 2 years I planted a Stein soybean. This year I will be planting a Pioneer, 2 Pioneer soybeans, and an NK soybean. So I'm really excited to try the Pioneer soybeans. Very excited to try those. I've been all in list, but I'm going all in list, and I'm hitting them with the full treatment this year. I'm gonna do seed treatment on the NKs. They're getting a what's it called? It's like a biological growth hormone. That's what it is. Those are getting a growth hormone along with the inoculant and the seed treatment. And then we're gonna do whatever herbicide passes we need, and then I'm gonna, for the first time ever, I'm gonna do fungicide on soybeans. And I'll have to ask, but I don't think my dad or grandpa had ever done fungicide on soybeans. And everyone I talk to that does fungicide on soybeans say it's worth it. So I'm gonna give it a try. And I'll probably just leave a strip somewhere in the field where I don't spray them, and see what that looks like compared to the rest of it, and that'll tell me what I need to know. So really excited to try different things this year with the good commodity prices, and I got almost all of my inputs bought for a reasonable price. I paid for all my fertilizer mid last summer. I'm doing the only fertilizer I have to spread. I'm putting down 235 pounds of urea. That's my nitrogen source, and urea is 46% nitrogen, so the analysis on that is 4600. And then I did 235 pounds of urea, 100 pounds of mez, which is my phosphate, and 80 pounds of potassium or potash. And the mez, I'm really excited because I've never done that before either. That's a 1240-0, and then there's, what is it? Sulfur, zinc, yeah, 10% sulfur and 1% zinc. So I believe it's similar to S10, which Grandpa used to use S10, and he said he really liked using it and it worked really good. So we'll see. I'm really excited to see what I can do. But I spread mez across all of my bean acres and my wheat acres. So we're gonna pour the coals to the crop this year, and I'm really excited to share with everybody. I'm really excited to put it online, because then I can go back and look at it and think, wow, that was cool. Or maybe when I lose something, I can go back and watch a video and figure out that's where I put it. So I'm really excited to try this stuff and go on this journey. I'm excited to have Kayla with me. I'm excited to have my family with me. And we're gonna do everything we can to have a successful farm year. So yeah, thanks for following along. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want, or dislike if you want to too. Tell me if you dislike it, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. I will take constructive criticism all day long. So yeah, thanks for watching.